My favorite part of Orwell's writing is when he described anom glasses flashing in 1945. A feeling which suddenly becomes stronger at moments when the light catches the speaker's spectacles and turns them into blank discs which seem to have no eyes behind them. Technically we are all always LARPing because the self is only a construct. I want a new character, then make one. Then make one has the same energy as then perish, but like opposite, same and opposite. I was offered a random day off due to an overstaffing mistake and took it. I decided to have fun with the pets. I got all ready for work like I normally would, and they did their usual job of trying to persuade me not to go, and I made a dramatic show of letting them win. They've been on a happiness high for the past 3 hours. Might F around and read a 500-page physical published book in one sitting, like it's 2006 and I'm being bullied in middle school, so I take refuge in the library and inhale books at a frightening speed that I have not been able to replicate since. Damn OP, you didn't need to just kill everyone who grew up with undiagnosed ADHD like that. Well shoot. Interrogation scene in a movie where the guy refuses to cooperate and he's like, F you, and spits blood, and the people interrogating him are like, what the F? Nobody's even hit you yet. Where did you get all that blood from? I think that'd be funny. Dude, are you okay? That a survey in the early 1990s revealed that Mario was more recognizable to American children than Mickey Mouse. Serves that nasty mouse right. We like a hardworking Italian man. When I was a young boy, my father ate an entire fucking lemon. He didn't squeeze it out onto anything. He didn't cut it into pieces. He didn't even skin it. He just stuffed the entire lemon into his mouth and swallowed. I have never seen anything so horrible in my life. To see a marching band. If ambulances were free, then people would just start taking them instead of buses or whatever. You'd pick a bar near a hospital and all your friends would get ambulance rides from their houses. My favorite pastime is going into the replies of Bernie Sanders tweets and finding the most badass insane opinions a human could possibly have. These people do know that other countries exist with free ambulances, right? And that it's illegal to make a false call to emergency services? Don't post your negativity on a positive post. Electrons. I should kick your ass. Older siblings be like, I hate you because mom made me do things before you were born and also because you are taller. Younger siblings be like, you are oppressing me by giving me a task. Only children be like, what the F is compromise? F you. Middle children be like, disappear under mysterious circumstances. OP for getting middle children and the first post is on point. Like once a month I think about this guy I went on a date with 4 years ago, who within the first 10 minutes was like, I should probably clear the air. You might have heard of me. I've got a post on Tumblr with over 100,000 notes. And then proceeded to say it to me verbatim. I didn't recognize it, and it wasn't funny. Guys, I have a new idea for ruining my dates. When I was a kid, I thought I was homophobic for wishing I was a lesbian, because lesbians are oppressed, so it felt disrespectful to want to be one. Which means I spent years feeling guilty for being homophobic, but turns out, I'm just an idiot, who was a lesbian the whole time. I found out I wasn't homophobic, because this girl and I in high school had mutual feelings for each other. One day we were talking, and I was going on about how I wish I was a lesbian. Because I was so attracted to her and wanted to be with her so badly, and she just looked at me like, I was like, I need you to understand you're literally describing being gay. Just imagine being the girl who had to look at this little gay girl and be like, Harold. These are literally the only villain redemption arcs that are good, so if you're a writer, take notes. 1. Zuko. 2. Megamind. 3. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Did you know? Birds control time. They do this out of spite. Makes sense. I didn't shovel enough driveways as a kid, so I didn't build enough character, and that's why I'm the way that I am. I have never had to mow a lawn, and you can tell. Women boxing on a roof, circa 1930s. This is literally the raddest photo I've ever seen. Like, are you kidding? Ladies Fight Club. You're gonna die anyway, so get that fucking tattoo your parents and friends hate, and eat whatever you want. You're gonna die anyway, so just set your house on fire, and drink snake venom. This is like the worst life philosophy, and you can use it to justify anything. Okay, like, not to rain on your parade, but getting a tattoo and eating some fries are very different than setting your house on fire and drinking venom. Like, I see where you're coming from, but we were only going like 25 miles per hour. You didn't need to accelerate it to 120 in a second. LMAO. Life ends too quickly, so don't waste it denying yourself the stuff you like, just because you're worried about what other people will think about how you look. You want me to just fucking kill myself? OP. Is that it? Drinking snake venom is harmless too. LMAO. When you have to conquer Mongolia, but the cat needs a walk first. Are those cat ears? My ideal video game would be survival horror that slowly turns into a dating sim because the monsters think I'm cute. I'm a single father and my daughter is going through that demon summoning phase, but she's really successful with it, and all of these hellish monsters keep showing up in our small rural village. However, I'm very cute and the monsters all want to kiss me. Mugger. Points gun. Jim your cash. Me. What? Are you 70 years old? Lol. Mugger. Wait. Me. Let me reach into my trousers and grab my paper money. LMAO. Mugger. Tearing up. Please stop. Lol. You think I carry cash? Okay boomer. This reads like a John Mulaney joke. Millennials are killing the mugging industry. I found a rock. My troubles will soon be over. Cain, Genesis Book 4th. Why are shorts called shorts, but pants aren't called longs? She wears short shorts, I wear long longs. She's cheer-cheerer, and I'm on the sit-sits. Just watched Concrete try and fail to fit into this napkin holder for the past 5 minutes. Now he's just been standing with his front paws in it, looking mad and tired. Are you kidding? You named your fucking cat Concrete? Why do you flinch so hard? Maybe there was a time when someone wasn't kidding, when they swung at me. Yup. Right up there with why do you get so panicky when people raise their voice? This. I see no difference. How dare you make the funniest post about Jaskia in the entire fandom. Gwyneth Paltrow tried to survive a week on food stamps, and she died. Is she okay? Yeah, but she died. Was told by the fruit man at the farmer's market that I look like the fox guy from Zootopia. It's true though. Gun controlled lamp. You can turn it off, but only once. I'm fucking crying. I'm at Walmart, and look at this horrifying thing. Why the hell would you make a Thomas the Tank Engine piggy bank that's still shaped like a pig? I'm losing it. Fucking look at this nightmare spawn. Listen, I know, as a white person, that we have bad taste in food, but today my friend told me he eats mac and cheese with applesauce mixed in, and I almost died. He what? I can't believe it. Whenever I see all of these literal babies on their own smartphones and Apple tablets. When I was their age, the only thing I would play with was an old goose beanie baby I dubbed Stinky Beak. He was deformed, and I hated him, and I tried to drown him several times. Not to sound like a French orphan from the 1700s, but as a 5-year-old I had a stale baguette end, which was shaped slightly like a bird head. I called it Goosey Duck, and I loved it very much, until I accidentally left it out in the rain, and it drowned. OP. I think you're my cosmic opposite, and we need to duel, or something. This is like the beginning of us. Japanese words. No. From the beautiful How to Deal with an Anime Addiction article. Them. Hello sir, may I have your name? Me. No, you may not have my name, but you may call me John. Them. Sir, this is a DMV, and I'm not a fee. Me. Oh. Then you wouldn't mind holding this iron horseshoe then, right? DMV clerk begins to sweat nervously. Fee can't lie, so they're clean. They didn't. We were in a DMV. They said I'm not a fee. You being mighty suspicious about all this. A lot of knowledge about the fee. Huh. Say, you wouldn't mind holding this right quick, would ya? You know, according to Urban Dictionary, fee specifically refers to a young fairy, so an old one could say they aren't a fee, and still technically be telling their truth. Reblog if you are not a fee. Someone. Wow, you don't look a day over 25. Vampire, who was turned when they were 25, 20 years ago, and really doesn't want anyone to know about it. Someone. Wow, you don't look a day over 25. Vampire, who was turned when they were 25, 200 years ago, and thinks that's the funniest thing they've ever heard. Someone. Wow, you don't look a day over 25. Vampire, who was turned when they were 25, 2000 years ago, and is getting really tired of hearing it. Plot twist. They're all the same vampire. I kinda wish that all the vampires' posts were actual vampires that are ranting about vampire stuff, but they use third person, so people don't discover them. They're onto us boys. A fun thing to try is call sentient objects Mr. Like Mr. Air Conditioner or Mr. Couch. Sentient. Sorry, didn't think about what I was saying. Why are you apologizing to a peasant? You're right. Go to hell. The first ever champion of a pie eating contest was an unnamed 6-year-old boy. In 1916, he managed to scoff a 10-inch pie in 15 seconds. Legend. Why didn't his parents name him? Why do I care so much? Why am I so emotional? Why is everything hurting me? Do I need glasses? Cowboy love story. This town is big enough for the two of us. Yo, if you impulsively cut or dye your hair, or get piercings and tattoos, or buy expensive shit during stressful times, it's prob because you feel like you lack control over your life, and are attempting to reaffirm that you have power. So if you're worried about impulsively making big decisions, and fucking things up for yourself, you can try goofing with temporary tattoos, stickers, rearranging furniture, washable markers, doing crazy makeup, saving pictures of all the you wanna buy, designing a Sims house, etc. And that might achieve the same effect. I'm translating Russian memes for practice, and they're so fucking funny. Me. Flips pillow over to the cold side and goes back to sleep. Nurse, who's been watching me in a coma for the past 5 years.